statement: the life most worth living is the life Jesus has for us. I speak to a lot of people, and I asked one young lady this week to rate her life on a scale of 1 to 10, and she gave it a 1, meaning the lowest. There's a lot of people that just live in misery, and this life is not that great. And there's too many people nowadays considering things like suicide or medication or doing drugs or and I was praying about that also this week. Why is the world so hurting right now in the United States in particular? And why is the labor force participation rate so low in the United States? There's so few people compared to what could be out in the workforce working, and there's employers just striving to try to get help. My company's one of them, but people aren't working, and I'm like, what are they doing, and why are they not working? And there's an aspect. There's some that maybe just don't want to work, or they're lazy. I don't think that's the case. As I was praying about it, it occurred to me there's, with the COVID and everything we went through and the distrust that's happening in the world, there's a lot of emotional, mental, physical illness and anguish in our world right now. People are really hurting. A lot of distrust. So mothers and fathers are distrusting schools to teach their children in the way they would want them taught and not present things that they don't want the school to present. So the parents keep their children home. What does that mean? That means then the parent needs to stay home to watch the child or homeschool or do something else. That I think could be a big reason the labor force participation rate is down. It could be also because of mental illness and just people being depressed with the way the current culture is, and just feeling not energetic and not like they want to get up, and not like they're feeling like no matter what they do, it's not going to make a difference. This world is hopeless, and that's why, brothers and sisters, we all need that message about Jesus Christ. It's not hopeless. And if the whole rest of the world falls apart, if I have my relationship with Jesus Christ, that trumps everything. Relationship with Jesus Christ gives me joy, it gives me satisfaction, it gives me peace, no matter what's going on in the world around me. And it's so dire. I had this thought that the United States is primed for a third party candidate to win the election for president. That's how pessimistic people are. They don't like either party anymore. And so I actually did some research. Ross Perot, some of you might know him, he got 20+% of the vote. If he could do it back then, if there was a good third party candidate, it would not surprise me if he won the election. That's not a good thing. It's not a bad thing. I don't put my trust and faith in politics. But what that does tell me is that the United States and the people here are hurting. They're looking for some hope. They're looking for something different. And I encourage you to consider Jesus Christ. He's wonderful. He will meet all of your needs. And though the world around us falls apart, if we're with Jesus, there's a peace that passes understanding. There's a joy that wells up from the inside out. There's a love that he pours directly into our hearts. And there's a contentment that comes unlike any other contentment and satisfaction that you'll find anywhere else.